I'm almost ready to start. Almost. Penpra, thank you very much for subscribing. Luke, thank you for being a member. Much appreciated. Don, what up? The roof is not literally on fire. It's just my general domicile is falling apart around me because I've neglected it. Yeah. I'll talk a little bit about it. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I need to fix, but I was working yesterday to get it fixed, and I got the runaround, and it was not fixed. And the deterioration is accelerating. Let me finish prepping my tea, and then we can start. Let's have a nice little chat. Volcanic eruptions? You have my undivided attention. Okay, we're ready. Yo, Don, thank you for the gift of membership. Machikari, thank you very much for joining membership. Okay, let's jump in. Hold on. Just chatting. We good? We're back. Ah, the YouTube chat. Hold on. He hates us. It's over. I need to get off of Streamlabs and get onto OBS. I am drinking a roasted tieguanyin this morning, which is an oolong tea taco. Amos! Advarcher! Happy freaking birthday, man. Congratulations, you made it. Today's your birthday, right? It's not like a belated thing? What's your, what? He unmutes us? Mr. Rage, thank you very much for the super chat. Ah! The age of 30 is in demand. It is. You might have already been there, but you get to join the DGAF club. We don't give a fuck about anything. We don't give a fuck about anything. It's just like like the possum that snuck into a box of Danishes and ate Danishes until it was completely fucking full, and then there's like a picture of it. Somebody opened the box, and then the little possum it's like cognizant, but it can't move, and it's just like, do what you must. I've already won. I want to be that. Matthew, this is Varcher's birthday. Yo, congratulations. In my late 30s, and I really am feeling it approaching. Feels good, man. I think... Alright, as... Yo, Ichi, good morning, brother. Casey, as somebody that's right there with you, yeah, my body parts are a little wonky. I wish I could bike without being worried about killing myself, right? But other than that, I'm pretty happy. Oh boy. Big Ham, thank you very much for resubscribing for 9 months. Thank you. What up? I'm flying to Ohio again? Pup brother. My body also kind of hurts, but I did heavy lifting and regret it. Yes! Me too! I did heavy lifting on Monday. There's like a, you know... I did heavy lifting on Monday, and then my body was sore. Was it Monday or Sunday? I don't remember. I think it was Monday. Oh my god. Yeah, it was definitely not Sunday because I was working. It was so big and strong. I mean, I didn't lift it. You know, I had the equipment to get it in, but it was... How do I describe it? I don't want to tell you what it is, because it's like... I don't want to tell you what it is, but it's very expensive, and it's not at all sexual. It's not a sex thing, but it's very heavy. I think it weighs like close to 500 pounds. It's like 450 pounds. And I had the equipment to move it, and then I had the instructions, and the instructions were like, under no circumstances are you to try to move this into position by yourself. At least one other person in good health. And it's like, I could do it myself, and I did it myself. It's not a 500-pound bad dragon. Are you fucking crazy? That doesn't exist. It's not a 500-pound bag dragon. This is crazy. You're crazy. Amerly, thank you very much for the gift sub over on Twitch. Much appreciated. Davina, thank you very much for a super chat. Hey, Randon, I got a cool college statistics final later today. Grant me power, please. I can fail it and still pass the class, but I desire power. I mean, if you're at the position where you could fail it but still pass the class, that means you've aced every other one. So unless you're... I mean, like, unless you had, like, you know... Unless you had, like, a never-ending story-esque adventure, like, you got isekai'd into another world and you just have no idea, like, what happened, I think you're gonna kill it. I have faith that you're gonna kill it. Go and destroy it. Then bring the tattered pieces of the statistics gods back to us, and then we will form, you know, a little totem and dance around it naked. Like, I'll force all the Randonites to get naked and we'll dance around it. It'll be good. Dutch Chairman, thank you very much for a super chat. I got invited to a second interview at the company I was introduced to. Can I get some head pats? Yeah! Have a head pat. Kill it! Nail that job, and then take over the world. That's the next step. Shiki, thank you very much for a super chat. Much appreciated, much appreciated. I had the eye infection. You said pink eye, right? Right eye, is the left eye healed? The right eye went. I said the right eye healed fast. I'm good now. Are you immune? Perhaps you've reached immunity. Charlie, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Much appreciated. Let's get into it. I had to work really hard for a month, right? So that was the thing that I did. And then afterwards, I focused on streaming for you guys because I felt bad that I just didn't do that. And I had a problem with my living space that I knew it existed. I knew that it existed 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. And it's just like, I don't have time. I have to do this. I don't have time. I have to do this. I don't have time. I have to do that. My enclosure, exactly. And I was just putting it off. And it's getting to the point where it's pretty bad. And like, I need to get it taken care of. So yesterday, while I still had intense body pains from moving the thing, I'm very out of shape. I tried to get it taken care of, and I got the runaround, and the day ended, and I didn't have anybody that could... I could just tell you, right? The repair, the licensed and bonded repair person that can repair it was like, earliest we can get out and see you is the 16th. Does that work for you? And it's like, I might be dead on the 16th if you don't come out soon. It's like, well, that's not our problem. So can we put you down for the 16th? And it's like, ah. So I need to... What did you do? I mean, I get it. I might have caused the issue. And I caused it, and it started as a small issue, and I ignored it for 2 months, and now it's become a big issue. I get it. It's my fault. But... Lolek, good morning. Why did the math book look so sad? Because of all its problems. This is a good one. I like it. I like it. RK Serikawa, thank you very much for subscribing over on Twitch. Much appreciated. Is your room caving in? I don't want to tell you exactly what's going on, but it's definitely like a critical thing to like living indoors. It's definitely like critical. It is getting worse. It's something that when it's broken, it doesn't just like... This is the world's slowest car crash, you know? Serial killer stuck in ceiling? No, that would be good. I could solve that problem. I could probably solve that problem in like 30 seconds. Like right now, where I'm sitting, I could probably fix that problem in 30 seconds. And I get like a free month's worth of meat too, you know? But this is a problem of my own making and a backup shelter. What, do I look like I'm made out of money? I have been watching videos of a company that makes bomb shelters. It's like made out of like a shipping container, and then they bury it wherever you want it, and they have like multiple methods of egress. But it costs like $200,000, and it's like, why? That's a tough question. Why? I just feel like I feel like we're gonna go I don't know. I've been feeling the urge to go underground. This is the orc's instinct, right? I'm prepper maxing. Make that a dono goal? No, Shiobi, no. I love Office Orc Markiplier. Thank you, Air Sharks. That's the nicest thing. That's the third nicest thing anybody has ever said to me. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey, Renan is a veteran office worker. Is enforced conformity a thing in office jobs? Yesterday, I was told someone complained about me using a hot glue gun. Yeah. Yeah. You know what it is? If you have an office with 10 people, because I've worked in small offices and I've worked in gigantic offices, right? But this type of person can exist anywhere. So if you're in an office with 3 people, if you're working for Jimmy McGill, you might have a coworker like this. But if you have 10 coworkers, I would say you have close to 100% chances. Who the fuck do you get in trouble with using a hot glue gun? Is definitely somebody bored at work and they feel like they've lost control of their life outside of work, like their kids won't listen to them, you know, their house is falling apart. Something is making them dissatisfied with their life and they feel like they've lost control and they need to assert control to somebody else to make it feel like they have agency in the world. So they look around and they're like, oh, Matthew, oh, glue gun, what are you doing? That doesn't seem work appropriate. I'm going to tell on you to the office manager. I'm going to tell on you to the big boss. Maybe the company is small and they can directly talk to the owner, right? You know? People can't just fucking keep their mouths shut. How is a hot glue gun not work appropriate? I mean, I can't imagine an office job that requires a hot glue gun. I'm gonna level with you, but I respect it. I respect it. Probably making like a sick, nasty cosplay. Tell them to mind their business. Exactly. Tsukiko, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. Omina, good morning. Dude, we got someone in HOA doing this shit. You have HOA? I would rather. All right. I'm probably never gonna own property. I'm doomed to rent until, you know, all of my limbs are like completely seized up, and then they'll throw me into a dumpster. I'm probably never gonna own. But if any of you guys are close and you can see yourself doing it, don't ever. It requires like all of us as a generation, as a coalition of like 3 different generations to come together and just say no to HOAs. Just be like, no. And I think like if you move into a place, you could just be like, no, like I opt out. Cause it's not like legal. It's like 3 boomers that got together to try to annoy everybody because they're retired and bored. I think you can opt out. Like in most cases, and if you can't, just don't buy the property. I would rather live in a shack with no HOA than a nice neighborhood with one. I watched a friend who, I'm happy for him, but I'm also so jealous I could vomit, did get a place, and he had an HOA and he had to deal with it. And they got like more and more ridiculous as they tested boundaries, and they found the boundaries to be non-existent, so they just went like fucking crazy. Brandon, I am so sleepy. Could you yell at me to wake up? All right, everybody that is in a situation where they need to be at peace, could you mute temporarily? I'm gonna yell at Space Chaser for just a second. Yo, Marty, thank you so much for joining membership. Much appreciated. Get a house, get a moat, get a giant T-Rex Truckosaurus! Put on the front lawn, an old unarmed World War II tank to park in your garage? No. We armed that World War II era tank. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody that doesn't want it is muted. Okay. Space Chaser. Space Chaser. Space Chaser. Space Chaser. Wake up! Sans, a member for 3 months. Much appreciated. Hello, Randon in chat. I just got a haircut after 8 months and it feels heavenly. I'm guessing you didn't get one because you were on the run from the feds. Based. I myself might be on the run sooner rather than later. I shat myself from that scream. I went in. Thank you. I'm gonna make that my alarm. No problem. That one's free of charge. On the house. Oh, I'm still feeling it. You scream like a 13-year-old boy? I can't recall how I screamed when I was 13 years old. I think I was instructed never to make a single noise when I was 13. I think I was borderline mute. Brandon, the Shonen protag, is it that bad? Your scream was a bit shrilly. It you know, it has the tendency. That was 56 years ago, you know. Sounds like the piso here in LatAm, except if you don't do what the mafia tells you, they shoot you. You should destroy the HOAs. I really should. I don't know how. You can always tell a Milford man. Brandon's tragic backstory. No. I'm not 56 years old. I was 13 56 years ago. That's the implication. So I'm 69 years old. Ha 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 ha! Funny number. We need a super AI that will take control over managing humans because we can't. I don't know. I don't trust Sam Altman to have that power. He looks like a, you know, he looks like the, how do I describe it? Sam Altman looks like the minor villain in a Marvel movie that inadvertently activates, triggers, or creates the main villain. You know what I mean? He's not good enough to be the main villain. He's the pathetic dude that accidentally creates the main one, like the Mac Daddy, that requires, like, you know, Tony and Cap to like put aside their different, you know. He's like a RoboCop side villain. Oh, that's like fucking perfect sense. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's like in like the classic RoboCop movie, you know, formula, there's always like a boardroom meeting. You know what I'm talking about? There's always a boardroom meeting. And Sam Altman is like a suit in the board meeting, and then RoboCop takes his fucking data spike and goes, and then Sam Altman's like right through the gut, right? Yeah, that's exactly what he looks like. Karateka, thank you very much for being a member for 2 months. Randon was wrongly taught to be silent, so that's why he's catching up by moaning really loudly in random intervals. I don't moan at random intervals. I tactically place every moan to get the maximum amount of anguish / ecstasy question mark from you guys. I have to sort you guys into anguish or ecstasy, and I feel like most of you are anguish. Oh my god. I mean, it is what it is, you know. The second movie, Kane. Oh my god. All right. RoboCop 1 is a good movie. I think RoboCop 1 is satire, and almost every RoboCop after that completely missed the point, and they just made it like a normal action flick. But RoboCop 1, I think, is like legitimate satire and is good to watch. I have a, you know, I'm in anguish. Oh, Gerard is in anguish. Oh. Anyway. A wizard moans precisely when he means to. A wizard never moans late. Neither is he moan early. I am a wizard, Master Baggins, and I moan precisely when I mean to. Anyway. Zin, I apologize for missing you back there. Thank you very much for the super chat. Kind of new to the channel. In regards to your VTuber videos, I just wanted to catch you live to say thank you for the insight. No problem. I am also right there in the trenches with you. I'm kind of a newbie, so you should definitely take my advice with a grain of salt. But one thing that I do try to do is, I guess the one that I made with Akashi was a little bit too general. I don't know. Maybe it was a little too general. I try to give actionable advice. That's what I try to do. I try to give actionable advice, which is kind of difficult. Could you shut down the BGM and scream again? I want that as my custom alarm. Hold on. Babadana, thank you very much for being a member for 14 months. Balls of steel. Hold on. Balls of steel. Balls of steel. Blow it out your ass. Blow it out your ass. I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. Balls of steel. Balls of steel. All right. What did I need to do? Can you shut down the BGM and scream again? Do you not want a 13-year-old scream? You want like what do you want? Give me Vasilka, I need you to give me like give me as much background as you can on who you want to be screaming. Like a 35-year-old office worker. Do you want like, you know, somebody working construction that's falling off scaffolding? A Wilhelm scream? I don't know if I could do a Wilhelm scream. I legitimately don't know. Skate or die. Skate or die. Die. Skate or die. I don't know if I can do a Wilhelm scream. Speaking of moaning, it's the holiday season. Are you ready for Slaneshma's the Great Horned Rat Day? Balls of steel. Yo, Matthew, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm waiting for Vasilka to give me the scoop on what type. I want a 19-year-old childhood friend, Coach Zed. I've spent the majority of my life wanting to be a Japanese high school student. You know what I mean? Like, anime is just like, I don't want to be an adult. I don't want to have to fucking work. I just want to be a kid, and I want to go to school and then, you know, sit in the back closer to the window and look out the window. And then maybe I get like I eat a finger in a, you know, like a sealed finger. Ken-sama? Oh, you fucker. Oh, how dare you. Well, we're not getting, I don't know if we got any intel from Vasilka, so I don't know what type of character, but Danshi is roasting me for screaming like a little boy. Eat fingers? I don't know. All right. What's a good scream? All right. I need to get into character. I'm a method actor, right? I'm not roasting you. I'm saying that you're cute and youthful. Thank you. That means so much. Which Girl Chan in Paradise character are you? Oh my god. I don't even remember I remember like the opening of Girl Chan in Paradise. She's got like gigantic fucking titties that are flopping like out of time. They're not like a wave going up and down. It's like, woo! They're like, you know, when you go to the gym and you're doing the rope exercise? Anyways. Do the Homer Simpson? I could do the Homer Simpson. I could probably do that. Okay, so like a early 40s nuclear power plant safety inspector. Despair. Homer falling down Springfield Gorge. Oh. You can do Homer without even trying. But when I'm trying to, I can't. No. I think I have to do like a scream. I have to make a character in my head. Okay, my character is... I am role-playing a loser. I am not I'm just role-playing. I'm getting into the character. So I am a loser that nobody really likes because I'm kind of unpleasant. You know? I'm kind of like... I'm always trying to tell people what to do, you know? So all my coworkers like avoid me, right? I'm like kind of bossy, but I'm also pretty inept. I'm like a Jerry level inept person. And I have a job, but all of my coworkers hate me. And my family tries to avoid me, even though they love me despite everything. And then I'm... You're already doing so well. Fuck you, dude. Oh, that hurts. Music is off. Yeah, kill. I need to make a character, and then I need to scream. I need to scream as that character. You know? Music is off. Any tip on dealing with mosquitoes? I'm a magnet to these things, and I'm tanking 20 of them away from my coworkers. Just kill them. I would kill all of the mosquitoes. And I get that, like, the chemicals that you use to kill bugs are bad for humans. Fuck it. Just kill them. They have to learn that they can't get a free pass, right? Anyways. All of my coworkers hate me. My family tries to avoid me. And through an elaborate series of events that are increasingly implausible, I have found myself in a warehouse rave. I have found myself in a warehouse rave. And I think I see illicit drugs being exchanging hands. And I'm trying to call the police. I'm trying to call the police, but they catch me. The teenagers catch me trying to call the police, and they take my phone and throw it, and then they're about to beat the shit out of me. Okay? We have the situation set. We need a name. We don't need a name. I don't like putting names to characters that are unlikable because someone out there has that name and they're a lovely person, right? They're the nicest person you'll ever meet, and they deserve, you know, love and loyalty. And, you know, you give them the name and they feel bad because it's like, oh, that's why I kind of don't like the name, like Karen is like a negative thing, because it's like there must be the nicest person in the world, and their name happens to be Karen, and they feel bad. You know, like it feels. Guys, I think he's stalling. Okay, hold on. Okay, the Ribians. I'm not gonna name this character, but he's an unlikable guy. Found himself in a warehouse rave. Thought he saw drugs changing hands, so he tried to call the cops to snitch. And the teenagers found out. They took his phone, and they're about to beat the shit out of them. Okay. 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 Here we go. No. Okay. There you go. We're back. Does that track? Do I still sound like a 13-year-old boy, Danchi? Can I get a screen check? Can I get a screen check? Yeah! Yo, Jimmers, you've read my freaking mind. Shia LaBeouf? Yeah. Beef? I don't know how to say his name. We'll call him young Homer Simpson. Exactly. Pal Pandon, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey, Father, can you ask the chat at Moe's Tavern if they know this one lady, a man... Everybody listen up! Is there a hug and kiss here? Amanda hug and kiss. Come on, everybody, listen up. I need Amanda hug and kiss here. Hugh? Hugh! Front and center. You're needed. Huge ass. I need a huge ass here. Okay. You sound like you just woke up after your 66th birthday. I like being Randon neutered. Now that's the name I haven't heard in many years. Well, of course I know him, Serena. Randon neutered is me. I don't know. I'm being weird. Adrian, thank you very much for being a member for 14 whole months. Much appreciated. Are you sure this is an elaborate way of telling us one of your weird childhood stories? No. I certainly never got my shit punched in by teenagers in a warehouse rave. Wouldn't be caught dead at a rave, to be honest. It's too, you know, it's too people-y. Too many people. Just kidding, nobody here is weird except for you. What are you talking about? Ballless behavior? My balls are fine and dandy. Like Christmas candy. Thank you very much. Oh, God. I can't tell how bad my situation is. I feel physical evidence is getting worse. I feel physical evidence is getting worse. I don't think I'll die, but it's like getting there's something broken that I've needed to fix where I live, and I ignored it because I had to work all of October and November, and then or half of October, most of November, and then I did a catch-up stream week where I went hard to try to entertain you guys, and I feel really happy about that. But also I should not have let it. As long as it's not leaking gas and you don't use fire, it's okay. Well, fire, I have to use fire. And it might or might not be gas. I can't confirm or deny that. Anytime I hear this BGM, I now associate it with the short on your channel. Yeah, that's the good stuff. I've done a lot of home rehab work if you want to snitch your issue. Do I want to tell you like exactly what's going on? It's like not dangerous. Are you in danger? I don't think I'm in like immediate danger. Please don't die, Randon. We need you to keep streaming your Hux and Danchi. No, I'm not gonna die. You don't need to worry about that. I mean, all right, this is how you know I'm not in immediate danger. I told a professional on the phone like what the problem was, right? And they were like, "Oh, you need to like get out of there right now." They were like, we could pencil you in for the 16th. How's that sound? Like they felt comfortable enough to bullshit me. So it's not like I'm gonna fucking die, right? It's not like the cyclotron, you know, has hit critical mass. They just don't care if you die. I mean, they need to get in line. The line of people that don't care if I die goes around the block. Anyway. The doctor just told you you're not the first one. I know. Seems like a thing where they delay it until it's no longer a problem. I see visual evidence this is getting worse. Yo, Daimao, I'm happy to see you. Hi, Randon. Hi, chat. Am I in time for the 3D twerking model reveal? Do you want me to twerk? I don't know if I'm ever gonna... Yo, Woozy! Welcome back. When your house explodes, can I inherit your JO crystal? Coach Zed, I will write you into my will. In my will, my JO crystal is to be bequeathed to Coach Zed. Who inherits your rice stash? I'll give it to Matthew. But I need to create an elaborate, you know, I need to create like an elaborate, what is it called? Oh shit, there's a word for it. You know, where you have to find clues at locations? Oh my fucking god, I completely forgot what it's called. Who gets the spear? Who the fuck is Lando? Lando's dead to me. Only Cass. No, not Cass. Cass's mom gets my spear collection. A scavenger hunt. I need to create an elaborate scavenger hunt that leads to my rice stash, which might or might not be underground. 40k orc growing in the corner type mold or regular? Well, this is not related, but I have been in a situation where there were mushrooms growing everywhere. A mushroom that looked like a band-aid, and I was like, ugh. I don't remember needing it. Is somebody fucking, you know, what is this? I thought it was a band-aid, and I didn't recall ever needing to use a band-aid, but I look at it and it's like, it's a mushroom. It's like, what the fuck? Did you eat the band-aid mushroom? I was tempted to, and then I went onto a Facebook group that helps you identify mushrooms. I went to a Facebook group that helps you identify mushrooms, and I uploaded a picture, and I was like, I found this in my bathroom. Is it edible? And they banned me from the group because they thought I was a troll. True story. True story. 100% true. You might be able to find that post somewhere unless they deleted it. You deserved it? Why did I deserve it? How does it even get to that point? Because I've lost control of my life. Maybe I never had control. Bathroom shrooms sends their regards. Did you eat it? I did not eat it because I didn't get confirmation that I wouldn't die if I ate it, so I didn't eat it. Because like Inception came out and everybody was raving about it, and I couldn't die until I watched Inception. I thought it was kind of okay. It was okay. I don't know. I didn't hate Inception. I didn't get why people were like, oh, it's incredible. Oh, this is so good. You know, like I just didn't. Brandon, why are you uploading mushrooms to the internet at 4 o'clock in the morning? That was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. You always do that sound so well. I'm like the I'm like the sound effect guy from Police Academy, you know? I liked it better when it was called Paprika. Let's go, based. Do you have a picture? Can we see it? That was a long time ago. That was not recent. That was not something that happened 2 years ago or 3 years ago. That happened such a long time ago that I still had Facebook. I deleted Facebook, lawyered up and hit the gym like a decade ago, maybe over a decade. I don't even remember, but I haven't had Facebook in a very long time. So you know, so you ate it. You can't prove that I ate it in the court of law. This is circular. You're wasting the court's time, Taco. You're wasting. You show me the evidence. You show me something that's admissible in court, and then we can stay here. Otherwise, you're wasting the honorable judge's time. All right. And I move for summary dismissal. Didn't you eat a piece of wood? Did I eat a piece of wood? I did. I did get in trouble for chewing on balsa wood. I remember I was in a, not a club, but like a group, an unofficial group of people that made model airplanes. And you make model airplanes out of balsa wood. They had like the tiny little engine, and they caught me chewing on like a stick of balsa wood, and they kicked me out because that shit is really expensive. Why do you eat so much crap? I just like to put things in my mouth. I just like to put things in my mouth. You know? Cheesy puffs, paint chips, anything. Top 3 things to put in your mouth. A burrito, number 1. Number 2. Number 2 is tough. Did you just call me a super slut? How could you do that? How could you call me a super slut, Taco? That's like, that is so hurtful to me. I'm at least a giga slut, all right? Stuart the Doc, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Much appreciated. Yo! You sniped a couple regulars. You love to see it. I know a couple of these. Yo, thank you very much. Do you prefer Wonder Whore? Now I sound like now I sound like okay. You just like opened a memory in my mind. You just opened the memory in my mind. I don't know if I should talk about it. Hold on. Let me think about it. Yo, Nix, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. Much appreciated. I just saw one of your vids now. Just wanted to know if you wanted to go get some sushi later. This is what we call the mid-con. You put in a tenner and you're expecting to get $250 worth of sushi out of it. Fool me once, shame on you, but you're not gonna fool me again. I will never take anybody out for sushi ever again in my entire life. My favorite joke. XXX. Thank you very much for the super chat. Much appreciated. I'm not much of a super chatter. However, I seriously enjoy your content work, man. You got me into watching VTubers, so I thank you for the fun. Yes, we got one. I feel like you don't need to super chat because your name is so recognizable to me, unless we have a bad actor, you know? Unless we have a bad actor over on YouTube that adds another X, so then I won't be able to tell you apart. Batman's left nostril. Okay, what the heck were we talking about? Yeah, Dime Out, bad actors. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah! Wonder Whore. Okay. I grew up in a very religious family, right? But you know, everybody's got a Morty phase. I consider myself not into the Coomer shit anymore. I know you guys are gonna be like, lol, he's lying, but it's like the truth. I could joke about it. I think I could joke about it because it kind of grosses me out, right? But I had a Morty phase, you know? I had a Morty phase as a kid. Anymore. I had a Morty phase as a kid where, you know, you just like kind of like a 14-year-old coomer, right? But you can't get access to any of the stuff. So you're just like looking at a pair of boob-shaped rocks or something. You go to like the sandbox and then you make like a pile of sand that's kind of in the shape of a boob, and you just kind of look at it and you squint. Has anybody ever done that? That's just called puberty. Yes, puberty, right? There was... I found a tiny little comic book. What's the equivalent? It's like a comic book, and the size of the comic book was like this. Is there like an equivalent? It's like maybe a little bit bigger than like a pack of cigarettes. It's a little comic book about the size of a pack of cigarettes, and it was a comic book written in Spanish, and it was like an erotic comic book written entirely in Spanish, and there was some like fucked up pictures in there, right? And I was like, oh baby, and I hid that. I had that in a little box, you know, and I buried it, and I would just like go and look at it, and I think I mean, I can't read Spanish, so I don't know what any of the stuff was in it, but when you said the word wonder whore, it was like, it was like a superhero that's getting into like weird situations. I couldn't understand a word that was being said, but like, it was clearly like a superhero. It was like a superhero woman getting into like crazy situations, right? With like aliens, and she's like tied down and shit like that, right? And I'm like, it's like, the Adventures of Wonder Whore, right? And it's just like, yeah, woo! So thank you, Jess, for awakening that like core memory. It might be buried somewhere, where in the piece of shit little town that I grew up. She's got Spanish dojins. I found it on the ground, and it was like not sticky, but like, you know when pages get a little bit like, not wrinkly, but you know, like when a page has been wet and it dries, it's kind of like, it's got like that wavy, it's like a little bit like, it's not sticky. It looked like it had been dunked in toilet water, and it got a little bit crinkly and wrinkly, you know? You're very funny, Grandin. You are invited to the luau. Car, thank you very much for the super chat. Much appreciated. El Libro Vaquero is a legendary publication in Mexico. They're still going. I don't know. I don't know what it was. It's just like a superhero woman, and she often has her titties out. I don't know. Warped. Randon, I know exactly what you're talking about. You could still find them in La Michoacana meat markets. I found it on the ground. I found it abandoned on the ground. Was it in a grassy field? I don't remember. I think I found it in like the public baseball field. You know what I'm talking about? You live in a town, and there's a baseball field that's like pretty dilapidated, and there aren't even bleachers. It's just a baseball diamond with the backstop fence, but the fence is falling apart, and there's like concrete and stuff like that, and it's just like, I found it there, and I picked it up, and I was like, ooh. Another 14-year-old Morty probably left it there, and it's like, you know, too bad, it's mine now. And I buried it like a dog. Like a dog burying a bone. And I looked at that thing for probably 4 years. Probably 4 years. Was I even 14? Because I feel like I had the internet by then. And then I became like a internet pornographer. I must have been younger. I must have been like 9. I think I had access to internet when I was like 13, 14. So it must have been like when I was 9 to 14 or something like that. I don't know. It's all getting fuzzy. Because I'm so fucking old. Lost gallons to a Spanish dojo. Dios mío. That's not me anymore. and years later, now you're scared of tits. You have no idea how scared I am. I was playing Valheim, and I put 2 portals next to each other, and they looked like boobs, and I never logged into Valheim ever again. True story. It wasn't on stream. I was just playing by myself. I was gonna play with Cass, because he's into it, and I put 2 portals next to each other, and they looked like boobs, and I logged out. And I never played Valheim ever again. What is happening? The Chun-Li shower scene in Street Fighter animated awakened me. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. You guys got me for 10 more minutes and I have to get back on the phone and fix my shit. I need you guys to send me your energy because I need to get someone out here today. Today, at the very latest tomorrow, and if it's tomorrow, I might have another short stream. I'm gonna have a short stream until I get this thing fixed. I will not miss a stream. I will stream 5 days this week, but I might be limited to like 1 hour streams until like my life is fixed. You know, you're getting fixed, random and neutering. I've been fixed. I'm fixed it. Totally Spies, an awakening for many Zoomers. Totally Spies? What? Call as many people as you can? Yeah, I'm not gonna get off the phone until I find someone that can ideally fix my shit today, but I'll take tomorrow, you know? Brandon is too old to know Totally Spies. I feel like I should know. Here's my energy. Aeon Flux, I fucking remember that shit. Oh my god, I remember that shit. Here's my energy. Thank you, Iwashi. You've never seen Totally Spies? Look it up, man. What is it? Is it like a movie? Oh, I've seen this. Can I level with you? Can I level with you? I think I had a negative opinion of this without ever seeing an episode. I know exactly what this is. I thought it was shitty, aged up Powerpuff Girls. I was like, the kids that grew up on Powerpuff Girls are now like older and like they made a poor attempt at like retaining that audience. So I never got into it. I was like, this is shit. This is like, you know when Rugrats, they grew up? Do you know what I'm talking about? There was like a Rugrats spin-off where like they're older and it's just like, oh, this is not good. This was like very poorly planned out by like a suit. So I never watched this. Each episode has the lightest of fetish content for some reason. Oh my god. It's more like Charlie's Angels. I apologize for the people that love this show. It appears that I was completely wrong. I'm just telling you my read on this. I didn't know there was fetish content because if I knew that, I definitely would have been there front and center. I'd be with you with the popcorn, you know? I'd be with you with the popcorn and the crystal would be in place and ready to charge. I didn't know that there was fetish stuff in there. I thought it was just a Powerpuff Girls ripoff. And I was just like, no. No, thank you. I love how Thousand is up there with me. There was fetish content! Okay, nah, please don't watch it. You're ruining my childhood. Sushi, now I have to watch it. There's no fucking way there's an inflation episode. There's no way. You know who I blame for my inflation fetish? Neon Genesis Evangelion. The original one from like the 90s. There was like a scene. There was an inflation scene there and it was just like, what the fuck? Hey man, I was a baby, all right? Fuck you. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to hurt you guys emotionally and mentally. You're sick. You're sick and you're twisted. I love it when Cass does the the Batman voice. Cass does that to me off stream. Sometimes we'll be playing Apex or I mean I think yesterday we were just shooting the shit, just catching up because he's been sick, right? But sometimes he'll bust out the Batman voice. You're sick and you're twisted. Who murders for fun? Who murders for money? You're a sick psycho that murders for money, you know? Be nice to Cass, he's my boss. I'm not hurting him. I'm just saying shit that disturbs him to his core, you know? Just to make him happy to be alive. How's Bossman feeling? I think he said he's on the mend. You gotta give him, you know? He's scared of you? He should be scared of me. I know where he lives. He should be scared of me because I know where he lives. He doesn't know where I live. I have the absolute advantage in this situation. Oh my god, can I come too? Yeah, absolutely. He ain't finding my man cave. He will find your sister and tell you how you behave. I suspect that my sister knows what I do. Which, when I started to suspect that, I didn't sleep for like a week from anxiety, but nothing has happened thus far, so I suspect she knows what I do. What I do. Can't tell for sure. Quick, destroy the evidence. What tell did she give? The tell, the obvious. Yo, Ainsley, welcome back. I'm super happy to see you. Thank you for being a member for 14 months, Randork. Ainsley, did you hear? I suspect that my sister knows what I do. When did you start diagnosed with anxiety? I have been anxious my entire life. I think I was anxious when I was 3 or 4. Do you know my stream is a VTuber? VTuber? Ah, she knows! Gray. Happy to see you, brother. No, okay. This is how I think that she knows. She stopped asking me about what I do. She stopped asking me because she's very nosy, and every time I've met her thus far for the last like 2.5 years, she's been like, so what do you do? What do you do? Are you paying your taxes? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And then all of a sudden she just stopped asking, right? And then I don't remember what it was. It was like a family gathering. It was a family gathering. And I did, you know, the usual thing where it's just like, Brandon, all your cousins are married now. Maybe, you know, your niece might get married before you. Doesn't that shame you, right? Like your niece? It's okay to be the last of your generation, but the generation behind you, you know, your nieces, right? And my sister looked at me. She looked at me right in the eyes, and there was like something in her eyes, and she was like, let him take his time. And I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Because that alone, the words that she said are fine. The words that she said are fine because it's like, I mean, maybe she just thinks I'm a serial killer. That's fine. But there was something in the look in her eye that was like, she knows. You know what I mean? There's like a look where it's like, oh, she knows. She knows you're an OnlyFans model. She knows that my mug, I wouldn't make a red cent off of OnlyFans. OnlyFans would charge me. They would send me a bill for like internet bandwidth. I wouldn't make a single penny off of OnlyFans. Not with that attitude. I just had the marriage talk with my aunties and grandmas the other day. Is humiliating. Right, Tsukiko? Is fucking humiliating. I am never gonna do that. Not only am I never gonna do that. Oh shit. Honestly, thank you so much for the Akasuba. Oh my god. Drop the OnlyFans and make Christmas real awkward. Is super tempting. Is super tempting. If I didn't live in mortal terror of my sister, I had a trick that I was going to, you know, I joke 100% is tempting. I'm not doing shit with my family for Christmas, so I'm hanging out with you guys, but I do have a gathering coming up probably in February or January, somewhere around there. But you guys got me for Christmas and New Year. Yo, Vivi Court, thank you for the gifted membership. Ainsley, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Do I finish off with the plan? I want to troll my mother and my sister, but I live in mortal terror of my sister, so I don't think I have the guts to try it. He spends the holidays with us. Troll, you're an orc? Okay. This requires a bit of info about my family. And you know how much... Can your sister fucking maul me to have death? She won't do it because you're an outsider. Lottie, I'm going to tell you the 100% truth. She won't do it because you're an outsider. And if you ever met my sister, she would pretend to be the sweetest and most stay in my own lane, unassuming, you know, friendly person ever. Because you're an outsider and she has to present, you know, the outward appearance of being harmless and unremarkable. It's just in our family that she goes fucking buck wild. Okay, let's talk about my plan. So, this happened many years ago, but my sister was doing well in her career and she bought herself a nice new car. And it was her pride and joy because it was like the payoff for working hard and not taking any shortcuts and doing the right thing. My sister could have, if she was like crooked, I think my sister could have been like a millionaire, right? But she always does the right thing with like, she always does the right thing. And she kind of like loses opportunities because of it. Anyway, she worked hard and she bought herself a nice new car. A luxury car, like a higher end car. And it was brand new from the factory. It was her first not used car, and she loved it. She loved it. And she's driving it and stuff like that. She's that kind of psycho. Robert. Anyways. So fast forward to, I don't know when it happened because I think I was away at college at the time. My mom had lunch with her and they drove to lunch. She drove my mom to lunch and my mom was like, this is a nice car. And my sister and my mom have issues. They fight a lot, but it's never like, they're never, you know, it's not the family things where it's like, yo, you stole my money or something like that. They get into these really petty little fights. It's just so funny. Anyways, so my sister took my mom to lunch in her car and my mom was like, this is an amazing car. And my sister was like, thank you. Oh, thank you. And then my mom went home. Fast forward, their personalities just clashed so hard because my sister is very straight-laced and serious and she's like a try-hard and my mom is a troll. And you're gonna understand like what type of troll my mom is, okay? Okay. So fast forward, I think it was at least no, it was over a month. I think it was like 6 months later, 6 months to a year later, my mom buys a new car. And she buys she buys the exact same model and color of my sister's car, but 1 year newer. My sister's so angry. She looks at my mom's car and is just like, what the fuck? It's the exact same car. It's the exact same package. The exact same trim. It's the same color. The leather seats are the same color. And my sister was like, what? Why would you do that? And she's like, well, I like your car. You should take this as a compliment. I like your car. And my sister was so fucking angry. I've never seen her more mad. Anyways, that was years ago. And to this day, whenever we go out to a family lunch and everybody, you know, drives their own car, my mom makes sure, if it is at all possible, she will park next to my sister. So my sister makes a point of parking. She like will park in the very back if she can get 2 other cars on either side of her. Do you know what I'm talking about? If there's like an open spot in the front, but there's another spot, she will park in the back, so that, because my mom will always park right next to her. I can tell. It's been like 7 years and it still bothers her. I see the little eye twitch. Every time she sees my mom's car, I see her like eye twitch and it still makes her angry. Okay, so here's where I come in, all right? Here's where I come in. One of these days, when my sister fails and they have to park together, because it happens, I'd say once every 2 years, they park next to each other and it drives my sister crazy, right? I know the method by which my sister finds out which car is hers. She always kind of power walks out and she uses her clicker, right? She doesn't check the license plate anymore. She hits the clicker to unlock her car, and you know, it makes a toot toot, and then the light blinks and she gets into her car, right? So my plan is to get into their purses somehow and switch their keys. Just the fobs. So I'll keep the key, like the key chain with all the jingly jangly bits, but switch the fobs so that my sister power walks to her car and hits the clicker and gets into my mom's car. And my sister, when she finds out that I've done that, she will kill me. She'll pull out her switchblade and gut me like a deer. What do you think? Yes, my sister carries a knife around. Definitely. I know for a fact that she has it in her purse. She will gut me like a deer. She'll get like rope. She'll get paracord out of the back of her car and like hang me up by my legs in a nearby tree and gut me like a deer. What do you think? It's a pretty good prank, right? What a glorious way to go out. Is she a prepper too, or is it self-defense? I don't think she's a prepper. She's she's hyper-realist. Will she inherit your channel? Oh my god. Like the anger. The quiet anger. It's like the pit in Australia. You know what I'm talking about? There's a coal seam in Australia. It's not a mine. It's just underground coal and somebody lit it on fire and it's still on fire. That's like my sister's rage. Like she's still angry, but it's like underground. Bro, that's the most evilest thing you've ever trolled. E-boss, I can't. I have to go. I have to fucking get on the phone. You've got to rent the newest version of the car and just park it next to your mom and sister at one point. It's been a while. So their car is now older. Here's the thing. I don't entirely believe that my mom did it on purpose. I don't think my mom did it on purpose. I think my mom wasn't thinking too deeply about it, and she was just like, I like it, we'll just get it. But when she realized how much it bothered my sister, she was like, yes, this is an unintended bonus, and I love it. It's like, there's a scene in The Simpsons where Marge is like, has run out of stuff to do, right? And she's like bored, and then Maggie's asleep, and then she pokes Maggie really hard. And then Maggie starts crying, and then she like picks up Maggie, and she's like, oh, poor baby. That's probably the extent of like why my mom does the stuff that she does. She's like lonely, and all the birds have flown the nest, so she just like trolls us to get us. It's like, hey, I exist, I'm your mom, right? Now the Giga Chat thing, I can't do it. I'll never be able to afford a car. Like, I'm just barely hanging on. But I do think, Ichi, you hit the nail on the head. Imagine if I get like money to buy a new car. Imagine if I go on Craigslist or cars.com and I find her car, right? Like the same year, you know? Oh shit, it's like kind of clicking now. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, and like the three of us all have the same car. That would be like ridiculous, right? Just get it for a day or two. I don't know if you can get a rental for a day or two. It's too old. It's pretty old. It's been a long time. Get 1 year older than hers. It's like a 1, 2, 3 situation. She will legit kill you. Davina, thank you very much for super chat. I would prefer if you remain with us, to be honest. This is phrased weirdly because YouTube blocks the word alive for some reason. I mean, you know, that's Tuesday. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it because I'm afraid of my sister, but I had the thought, and you guys gave me the idea to make it even funnier. Like if I find a used car that's exactly like it, and then we're like triplets, right? She gets so fucking mad. Baltazar, welcome back. Thank you so much for the super chat. Car and relocation fun, you know? Anywho, that's it for me today. I gotta go make some phone calls. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm streaming 5 days a week today. I'm gonna do a membership stream, but it might be 1 hour streams. Like, I'm gonna have to do 1 hour streams until it gets fixed. So I stream, and then I have to make phone calls, and I mean, if I have to do it myself, I might have to get Lenny to help me out. Wouldn't there someone else that has like construction experience? I might need like somebody to help me out, and I might have to fucking do it myself. Go to Home Depot and get the shit that I need to do. If I have to do it myself, I need to get fixed. So if I can't find a plumber to do it for me, then I need to do it myself, right? Can you give me membership? I can try. I don't know how. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's see if there's anybody on Twitch. I think I saw Vivi. Did Vivi end? Vivi's still there. Anybody smaller? Omana? I mean, I feel like it has to be Omana. Tip? Ham's friend? This is a good one. Issa? Issa's sleeping. Let's just do Omana. Omana's a safe one. I can't even imagine a situation where she goes off the bed. Oops. Boom. Oh my god. If I got that same car with the same, it's the leather seat color that like tilted her. It's like even the same leather seat color. It's like, oh man, that would be so fucking good. That would be like 100% worth it. All right. YouTube, as always, you guys are my favorite. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully I could get my thing sorted out, and then I could do it's either Path of Exile or XCOM 2. I should finish up Superliminal as well. I got a lot of shit that I need to do, but we'll figure it out together. Okay. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.